Team Sonic Racing. Yes, I know it's crazy. I didn't like jump up from the side or jump up from the side. So by the title of this video, you know that we're talking about Team Sonic Racing. Now, I know some of you guys are probably saying, why are you talking about just another Sonic Racing title that just will come along every once in a while when there are other things to talk about, like the Sonic movie or the Sonic movie? Or maybe none of you guys are saying that actually, and you're telling me to stop talking about the Sonic anyways. I actually think that Team Sonic Racing is a very important thing to talk about right now in terms of the broad Sonic landscape as a whole. I don't think people talk enough about the new dark age of Sonic. Yes, that period from 2014 all the way up until like late 2016. Sonic Boom ruined a lot, but we've slowly been recovering, and now we're here at Team Sonic Racing. And how does this impact the franchise? And what is the game like? Well, let's go over it right now. Now, something I want every viewer of mine to know is that I am not a video game buff or anything like that. If you guys want to know more about that, check out my video about Sonic 06 and why it's my favorite game. I explain a little bit about why I'm not big of a video game guy. So if you guys are expecting in-depth analysis and understanding of video games, please don't expect that from me. Just expect a fun time and hear my opinions on it. Because I've been playing Sonic games all my life, so if I know anything about a game, it would be Sonic games. And I like to go fast, so racing is fun too. Before we go right into the game, let's talk a little bit about the history. So this game actually started off as a rumor. It didn't just come out of nowhere as an announcement, it was rumored for a while. I made a video about this all the way back in February of last year. I know it's weird, I didn't upload a lot last year. I made 13 videos last year, and this will be my 16th video this year, and we're in May. And that was because Sumo Digital said that they were working with a global established IP for a new karting game. Now, there are thousands of other global established IPs out there in the world, but we all know that the one that Sumo Digital's worked with was Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic and Sega, you know. But maybe some other company wanted a karting game made for their IP, and they saw how good the Sonic and All-Stars games were, so they reached out to Sumo. But most people were saying a new Sonic Racing game was coming, but we weren't sure exactly what it was. Many of us thought it was the third game in the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing trilogy that might have happened, but it was later shut down by Aaron Webber that was not the case at all. He said that there was no sequel to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, but that led a lot of people to think something different, including me, because I predicted that a new Sonic Racing game was coming. I said it would be a Sonic-focused karting game, and that's what we got. Walmart leaked the box art, some screenshots, the name of the game. I love how helicopters always fly over me while I'm filming. I hate living in. And then Sega released the teaser trailer for Team Sonic Racing. And that we learned that Sumo Digital was in fact the developer for this game, and that it was a Sonic game all along, but it just wasn't a sequel to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. This left a lot of people very happy because the other games that Sumo made were great racing games. I play a lot of racing games, well, not a lot, but I can say that I've played enough to know what's good and bad. I really like Mario Karts, Forzas, that kind of stuff, and the other Sumo games were really, really good in my opinion. But I think it's pretty unanimous out there that people like those games a lot. So that left a lot of hype, or at least faith in people's minds, because the rest of 2018 we learned about so much of nothing. That's right, we didn't really get anything new. We got like a couple like, oh, here's a new track thing that you'll learn about maybe. They showed more of the character roster, and but mainly what they were doing with promotion was concept art and music tracks. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to talk about a gripe real quick. The marketing for this game was complete and utter trash. Honestly, I had close to no hype for this game. Now, when I made my first video about Team Sonic Racing after announcement in like August of last year, I wasn't hyped, and I had no reason to be that hyped for it because it was August and there was no other things out other than like an E3 trailer and the reveal trailer. So there wasn't too much for me to go off of, and that's perfectly fine. But like 2 weeks before the game was released, I'm like, okay, Team Sonic Racing is coming. They could have had so many more ads, commercials, merchandise, promotion everywhere, but I did not see a lot at all. Seriously, the marketing for this game was just no. Seriously, the biggest thing that they were doing with this game was just putting out concept art and music. They stepped up their game like within the beginning of this month of May, but still, it just wasn't enough. My main reason for saying this is because I want as many people to know about this game and to play the game as possible. More sales, the more money, the more it helps the Sonic franchise. That's what I'm here for, is to help my son. I have a shrine to my son and his friends. But now that we've talked about pre-release, let's go ahead and get into the game itself. As you guys can tell by the title, in my opinion, Team Sonic Racing is great. It's not amazing, it's not perfect, but it is really a great game. I think it's very hard to follow up what Sumo Digital did before, especially with Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, because that game is just so good and so fun. I think that Sumo Digital was able to match and come close to what Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed did. I do think that Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is the superior kart racer, but I think that mainly comes with that game simply having the element of flying and boating. It makes the tracks much more wide and out there, but don't get me wrong, this is better than the first Sonic racing game. This game is so fun. It offers so many new things, and it's just a blast to play through. Even though it doesn't have as much variation and it doesn't expand as much as Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed did, it still does have some amazing tracks. The graphics on this game are beautiful and they make the tracks just even better. The layouts of them, the scenery that surrounds you, the hazards that are in your way that play into the tracks, the different places you can go do tricks, the different routes you can take, the faster routes, the shorter routes, the ones that might have more items. Seriously, the tracks are amazing. I've played all of them so far, and they are just a blast to play through. They're just amazing tracks. The music on this game is just perfect. Jun Senoue, I have a love affair with the way... No! He certainly did not disappoint with the soundtrack for this game. It is just perfection. It is just pure Sonic music that I love and enjoy. And that's the kind of stuff I like. I wasn't that big of a fan of Force's soundtrack, or even Lost World soundtrack, but this is the kind of stuff I really like. And of course, the biggest thing that everybody's been talking about, the team aspect. It's in the name. Team Sonic Racing. It adds a brand new dimension to just racing games in general. It doesn't leave you just thinking about yourself as an individual, you also have to think about the team that surrounds you. So those other two players, if they're like slightly behind you, you gotta make sure that they're in that 1, 2, 3 slot with you. I get a panic attack if I see Knuckles down in 6th place while me and Tails are in 1st and 2nd. I'm just like, no, Knuckles, no, Knuckles! It's surprisingly fun just to deliver your team items and stuff like that. It's just kind of, it's just fun, you know? It makes it more challenging, it makes it just more enthralling, and it leaves you coming back instead of just, oh, I'll pick up another track to Team Sonic Racing. No, you want to complete certain things in there. The other modes that aren't just races are really hard. The very first one I was going in with Casino Park, going through the poles, and there's like the red pole and the yellow pole. I don't know the name of it, but that was so unbelievably difficult. I don't know if I just really suck at video games, which I do suck at video games, but that was just way more hard than it needed to be. It's not a very easy game. Maybe it is, but because if you play on normal, it's pretty easy. But it does offer up a challenge. Some of the modes or other things, I don't know what you call them, are very difficult. Sonic Team. This is a Sonic racing game. This is what we want to go really fast and just speed through. Don't make your actual games like it. Please, I want some platforming. I want my Sonic Adventure style back, please, Sonic Team. One of my issues with the game was the character roster. I do think that the character roster could have been larger. I don't have an issue with anybody in the character roster at all, and they should all be there. Except for Zavok. Nobody likes you, Zavok. We don't want you. It should have been Chaos. Everybody knows it should have been Chaos. I think an extra team or two would have been nice, like 18 to 22 characters opposed to the 15 that we got. Also, the story mode had a lot to be desired. I do think it was a little dumbed down, and the characters could have been a little smarter with their choices. I don't know, maybe the lack of cutscenes just left me kind of like, okay, when's the talking over with? I don't know, that's just kind of how I felt. But other than that, those were my only issues. Now before I give my rating for everything, let's talk about what this will do for the Sonic franchise as we stand. We're currently in 2019, but let's go ahead and talk about 2018 real fast. And 2018 was a really good year for Sonic, following up 2017, which was also a pretty good year. Sonic Mania really helped with 2017 as a Sonic calendar year. Sonic Forces was okay. That's really what that game was. It was fine. It was just very bland though and didn't do anything for me. I might talk about Sonic Forces in the future, but at this point it's been so long. But in 2018 we had Sonic Mania Plus, which developed on Sonic Mania, and it was just an amazing game. I did do the DLC, even though I have where is it? Even though I do have the physical copy, I never opened it. I'm gonna just keep it sealed because I want to keep all my stuff sealed from now on. Never selling any of this, am I? I'm never gonna get any money off of this. I'm just gonna stay here for the rest of my life, isn't it? And it's just a perfect game in my opinion. There's nothing I cannot find enjoyment in. It's so fun, it's so polished, it's just mwah. The Sonic IDW comics came out, and the Sonic IDW comics are everything I want from a Sonic story. Please Sega, please Sonic Team, get Ian Flynn to write your freaking games. I want some action, I want some drama, I want some cool stakes, I want some cool set pieces. Give me it, please. Merchandise was pretty good. Tomy had a great year with Sonic merchandise, even if they didn't get a finish with everything that they promised inside of their catalog. It was still a pretty good, yeah. And this year is a very big year. The IDW comics are going strong, selling out, doing really good. Team Sonic Racing just came out, and the reviews are doing pretty good. I think IGN gave it an 8.5. It's been getting 8 and 9s across the board. But of course, the biggest thing of this year is the Sonic movie. No. We don't really know what else is coming. There might be a new Sonic cartoon coming later this year. We're not 100% sure. But Team Sonic Racing Overdrive was not the cartoon. Thankfully, because it said later that year, and Team Sonic Racing Overdrive came out and it's already out. It's done already. It's like complete. Merchandise is on the way. Jakks Pacific is starting up their Sonic toy line later this year. I'm really excited for that. Merchandise will be on the way for not only Sonic, but the Sonic movie. This is a big year for Sonic, and I think this game helped out a lot. It's good to have another good game with Sonic's name attached to it following Sonic Mania and Sonic Mania Plus. We can't just have good, bad, okay, good, bad, bad, okay for the rest of Sonic's career. We need great, 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 great. I can't just have another fine like Sonic Forces. We need another great main series Sonic game. Please, Sonic Team, this game you're developing, make it good. And Azuka, if you guys just need to come up with some great ideas while developing something else, make a Sonic Adventure remake. Everybody wants that. Like, everybody wants that. I might get into the whole idea of a Sonic Adventure remake or Sonic Adventure game in the future, but I want to go ahead and leave it off there so I can make another video and make that its own thing. But yeah, I think that Team Sonic Racing helped out a lot in terms of its reception, the game that it is, because it is a great game. And by the title, you know I'm going to give this a positive review, and I am. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. I think Team Sonic Racing is a great game. You should all check it out. It's available right now on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Personally, was playing it on my Xbox One, but there's nothing wrong with any other version. They all run buttery smooth. I've played it on the Switch as well because one of my friends got it on Switch, and I plan on picking it up for Switch for myself, so when me and my friends go out, we can just play it out and about if we're ever just like in a long car ride or something. I don't mean when I'm driving. Because that'd be stupid. You know what'd be a crazy headline? Speed Supersonic found dead from playing Team Sonic Racing in his car while driving. I'd recommend for you guys to pick it up. It's only 40 bucks, not 60 like other video games, but it's not like Sonic Mania cheap, but I do still think it's a really good deal. I really enjoyed Team Sonic Racing. Did you guys enjoy Team Sonic Racing, or do you intend on getting Team Sonic Racing? Tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you just indifferent towards it? I really want to know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions for me about anything, I always reply to those questions in the comments section below. Also, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can get all the brand new Speed Supersonic videos when they're uploaded, and also our community posts, because I do upload on the community posts as much as I can. I'll give you guys updates on videos to come, polls on see what you guys want, and I do follow through on those. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Wah!